is Premier Sports Fan Center. My name remains Ekbenwe. Don't forget to subscribe. Alpha. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. This is a strong Man U fan. Versus Zurich. A win for both, automatic qualify. A draw, also qualify. Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier Sports Fan Center. My name remains Ekbenwe. Please don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, welcome back. We had to attend to some technical issues right there. So we are back and better right there. So Arsenal leading 1-0 at halftime at the Amex Stadium. Gabriel Jesus with that swift move, penalty, Bukayo Saka converted it. And I think that's his 14th or 15th goal this season.
That should be his 14th goal. That should be his 14th goal.
Yeah, with 8 assists, yeah.
But great game of football for Arsenal in this first half. They had done the needful, and that is putting a goal into the back of the net to douse the pressure on their players. Because if they had finished this first half of playing a halftime 0-0, it would have been a lot of pressure on the players coming into the second half. But right now, they put themselves in an advantage situation going to the second half, which is really great for them. And you know, we have about 6 to 7 more matches to go to the end of the season. They have one of the most difficult running to the end of the season. So it's a great one for them going ahead in this first half. Just hope that come second half they won't concede a goal against Brighton. You know how dangerous Brighton can be. But one thing that has eluded Brighton in this game has been creating meaningful chances in this game. They find it hard. They found it hard to put Adingra and the likes of Daniel Welbeck on the fourth foot or having the ball on their foot so much in this game. The midfield needs to come up into this game. Gross is a big player. We know what he can bring to the party. We can look at his history and say he's just come back from injury, but he needs to get involved in this game. Should Brighton thinks they want to get anything out of this game?
Yeah, he needs to get involved. And Jimmy, the first half, your all-round opinion on what Brighton did in the first half?
Yeah, I think Brighton, like you said, are showing us now a bit of,
respect.
A bit of respect. They are not getting their players when they get to the final third. Yes, they are not being, good enough. They are not delivering that final pass to Arsenal. And Arsenal, I think they are lacking a striker a lot.
Because, number 9.
Yes, because you look at that cross Ben White gave when it was beside the corner flag. You look at the cross Saka gave. If it was an out-and-out 9 like Ivan Toney, that's surely going into the back of the net. I think they're going to find it a little bit difficult to score without number 9.
Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit difficult if they don't start converting their chances. And you can join us on Tuesday, 9th of April, right there in this studio for the watch-along of the game between Nigeria and South Africa. That's going down Pretoria. Nigeria leading from the first leg that was played yesterday, 1-0. And we hope, as Nigerians, that the ladies will do Nigeria proud on Tuesday. So back to the conversation, Brighton Arsenal Football Club. Now, first half penalty, Diego, it looks more like without that penalty, we might be having a new at
that
halftime.
was what it was looking like, that without that penalty, we would have ended this first half of 0-0. Both teams has really fine. Chances has really been hard to come by for both teams in the first half. I think they really need to up their game in the second half for them to win this game. Arsenal also need another game in the second half for them to get a security goal in this game, because 1-0 is not a guarantee until the end of the full-time whistle. Why not just score one more goal and just take a lot of pressure off your neck? Because I know that coming to the second, there's still a pressure on Arsenal, on the Arsenal players. They're not playing at home, they're playing away from home this time around. And Brighton can come in the second half and hurt them where it really matters the most. It's not really about Brighton not creating those chances in this first half, but when those chances come in, are they going to utilize it immediately? That is what Arsenal really needs to be careful of.
We saw a match on Thursday night. The first team lost 2-goal cushion. Second team lost a goal cushion and later lost the game. Are we looking at it that can such a surprise come from Brighton?
I'm not expecting that. I'm not expecting that kind of
surprise
what we saw in that game between Chelsea and Manchester United in this game. Because when you look at it, the what's it called, the composure, the way they went into that
defense
game,
organization.
It's more defensive organized in this one than the Chelsea and Manchester United. We saw a lot of attacking threats from both teams. I think we had about 52 chances created between both teams in that encounter. So it shows how much chances that was created in that game. A lot of attacking from both teams in that game. But this one has really been a disciplined game between Brighton and Arsenal. Both teams have been so conscious of attacking against each other, because they know where both of them both of their strengths actually lies in. Brighton on the counter are very good, and Arsenal are very much careful not to hit Brighton on the counter, so they won't be on the defensive line when it comes to attacking them also. So both teams have been so conscious, trying to play it safe in the middle.
They are trying to play it safe in the middle. Updates right there. Bayern Munich lost today 3-2 to Heidenheim. And Dortmund currently half-time 0-0 in that one against Stuttgart. The Roma derby, AS Roma leading 1-0. Then PSV leading 2-0 in the Eredivisie match against AZ Alkmaar. Now looking at the second half, starting with you, Jimmy, what do you think Arsenal should be doing this second half? Because it's very important. Every point counts at this stage.
Yeah, I think Arsenal should do what City did at the beginning of the second half against the game against Crystal Palace. Second half came in, they tried their best to get that second goal. And when they got that second goal, it was easier for them to, see the game out. I think that's what Arsenal need to do here. Once you get that 2-goal cushion, you can be a little bit comfortable. But I think Brighton will also come out sharper in the second half, so I'm expecting goals.
Yeah, what about you, Shegun?
Yeah, I think Arsenal, they really need to get involved in this game in the second half. They really need to get the attacking players into this encounter. Gabriel Jesus has really shown that he's not really a good winger, or he's not a winger when he's being played out of position. I think Martinelli should be coming in for Arsenal. During the Arsenal last game, we saw it almost the same thing happen in that game. Gabriel Jesus wasn't really in that game against Manchester City. So tonight also he has really been absent-minded in this game between Arsenal and Brighton. Except for winning that penalty, I've not really seen that involvement from you having a winger. The way it has always been with Arsenal, when you have a Martinelli or Trossard on that wing and having Bukayo Saka on the other wing, you know the kind of threat they perform, how they run through the lines when Kai Havertz makes it available. So I think the first substitution should be Gabriel Jesus going out for either Martinelli or Trossard in the early stages of the second half. That will instill more fear in the Brighton backline and keep Lamptey away from running as much as we're seeing going up front to join the attack of Brighton. So that's, I think Arsenal needs to make that change as soon as possible.
Yeah, so for you, Jesus should be making way for Martinelli right
Or
there.
Trossard.
Or Trossard. Though Gabriel Jesus and Gabriel Martinelli, they are both Gabriel. So whichever ones that come to play, you just want them to do the needful. So you can join this conversation on our live chat via our YouTube page. Let us know what you think about this game that is going on. It's currently Arsenal leading 1 goal to 0 at the Amex Stadium, Brighton home ground right there. And the message here from Benedict Boniface, go on Arsenal. Well, where is Arsenal going to? We don't know. But only time will tell right there. You can see the threat Adingra is, the sense of threat from Adingra. But it has not really translated to something
it doesn't really
solid.
translated into something solid. I think Brighton themselves have really been wasteful on that wing. They've not had a striker, who put that into the back of the net, and that is where the likes of Ferguson actually come to mind. Because when you have a striker like Ferguson who is clinical at the front of goal, you expect him to put all these cutbacks into the back of the net, and you have to give it to Arteta, the tenacity, the ferocity at which Arsenal attack against the defense of Brighton in this game has really been top notch. Attacking with 5 players when the ball is with the goalkeeper, you are not giving that room for him to have to think and drop a pass to his defender. So they are not giving him that opportunity to have a sharp thinking. The way they attack against Brighton, they might force Brighton into making an error in the second half.
And do you think that Arsenal not giving Brighton a chance to play from the back is one of the main reasons why Brighton is struggling in this game?
Yeah, I think that's one of the main reasons why they're struggling, because we know De Zerbi, we know Brighton, how they play their game of football, trying to build from the back, and Arsenal's not giving them that room in this encounter. It has really been frustrating to them in this game.
Yeah, it has really been frustrating. Now, Jimmy, your expectations for Brighton in the second half, what do you think De Zerbi should be doing to at least change their fate in this game?
I expect him to come out the second half more attacking. I mean, it's still possible for them to get something out of the game. They are looking good coming from the back, playing out from the back. We know they don't have problem with that. They just need to sharpen up and pattern up in the final third. They need to, the attackers need to make better decisions.
Yeah, they need to make better decisions. You can join us for the game between Liverpool and Manchester United at the Anfield. It promises to be an exciting one at the Anfield right there. You can't afford to miss it. Also, Sheffield United Chelsea will play after the rivalry. The rivalry match finish tomorrow. When we are done with the match, it will be next up Chelsea match. It's 3:30 for Liverpool game and 5:30 for the Chelsea fixture right there. So, at the Amex, is Arsenal leading 1 goal to 0. Now, dissecting this thoroughly, looking at the way the Man City won their own game today, and some will say it looks more like Liverpool might take the day tomorrow based on antecedents at the Anfield lately from Manchester United. We saw them concede 7 last season. Are we looking at a route whereby we don't know who will take the league until the last day?
Yeah, I think it's very much possible. So we've seen Liverpool lose the league on the last day before in the EPL also. But Manchester City is still the team to beat this season, whether we want it or not. You look at the talent in that team, you look at the squad depth, and you look at how they manage to get these results when necessary. Then you look at them and you know that yes, this is a team that is well garnished. You look at them, without Ederson, they still have an outstanding goalkeeper in Ortega, who has really kept very good for them in that position. And you look up front, even when Erling Haaland, who is the go-to man for them when it comes to scoring goals, is not getting the goals. They have been scoring a lot of goals. So you look at Manchester City, they are just waiting for one of either of Arsenal or both of Arsenal and Liverpool to make that costly error up front there, so they can leapfrog them back to the front of to the top of the table. But when Liverpool comes in, I think this has to be Liverpool mentality. But they will need to have the likes of Trent Arnold back and have Mohamed Salah in his best form and his best shape of his life for the remaining running. But when it comes to a team that knows how to take it at 1-0, 2-1, 2-0 results, you have to give it to Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp has this mentality indebted in his boys. The way you take a game one after the other, you don't think about the future, you just think about the present game.
Yeah.
That is the mentality in Liverpool. They know how to get those late results. See it in their last game against Sheffield United. It was 1-1 up to the 80th minute, and they got that second goal through that rocket from McAllister.
Even Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, they had to get a late goal against Nottingham Forest also. So that is one thing Liverpool have with them. They never say never until the end. And Where is it the best place for them to defeat Manchester United? If not the Anfield, where they call themselves you never walk alone, and they'll never walk alone at the Anfield Stadium. I don't see Manchester United defeating them, not the Manchester United we saw against Chelsea that will go to the Anfield to get a 3-point against Liverpool. They might be a stubborn team against Liverpool and probably force Liverpool into getting a draw. But 70% my money will be on Liverpool taking a victory over Manchester United.
Yeah, you heard Shegun right there. He said his money will be on Liverpool taking out 3 points. Also, my money too will be on Liverpool if I'm to go in that route. Ochanya Blessing says Arsenal all the way. I guess he or she is an Arsenal faithful right there. So you can keep the message coming in on our live chat on our YouTube page. Let us know what you think about this game. Let us know your thoughts. Let us flow together on this conversation. And while flowing together, don't forget to subscribe. Tell somebody to tell somebody to subscribe to our channel so that you can keep us afloat. Keep listening and joining us now and then. For programs like this, watch along on our sports signature shows right there. Friday, 7 p.m. Talk Sport on Premier Sports Fan Center right there. And the way it is going, it looks like this season, De Zerbi might start thinking of leaving Brighton.
For a bigger team?
For a bigger team.
Because we have a lot of teams, who are actually looking at him. There's rumors of Manchester United and rumors of Chelsea. And Liverpool will also be needing a manager. I think either him or Amorim actually fits into that Liverpool plans better than him going to a team like Chelsea. Liverpool, when you look at the caliber of players in Liverpool, then you have to look at Roberto De Zerbi and give it him that yes, he might actually go to that club and work very well with those caliber of players.
So he can work very well with those caliber of players right there. So you can see the players coming back to the field of play. About to restart the game. The second half is about to start. The cameras is on Welbeck and Andingra, the young lad. That's really springing up good performances. Jimmy, your expectations for this second half before it starts?
I expect the second half to be more open than the first half. I'm expecting goals, at least 2 goals, whether it be Arsenal or Brighton. But yeah, I'm expecting a more open game.
Shego.
Well, it was a KG affair in the first half, and I think I'll agree with Jimmy. It should be an open game in the second half. Both teams need to come out and get a second goal. Both teams need to find a way to attack against each other, not them being scared of attacking against each other in the second half. Let's see if Arsenal get that second goal. That second goal is very much important for Arsenal. Will it be Brighton breaking the deadlock and coming back into this game for their own fans? They also deserve this big goal. The season hasn't really been the very best for Brighton, but you can't really fault them when you look at the number of injuries they've had this season. Then you understand why they are currently struggling this season.
Yeah, so Brighton has started the second half like a house on fire. That was a shot on target for Brighton via Enciso. Enciso right there, the Paraguayan international. That was one of those shining lights for Libertad in the Paraguayan league right there. So, proceedings back on track at the Amex Stadium. So, Arsenal leading 1 goal to 0. It promises to be exciting, mind-blowing. And, hey, you don't want to miss any of this action. So, Arsenal on the attack right there finds Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka straight to Kai Havertz, who turns on his left foot, finds the Declan Rice straight to Gabriel Jesus, who runs into the ball, goes back, and still with the ball, how to lose that to Lamptey. Lamptey tried to rescue the corner kick, but he couldn't get there. It's going to be a corner kick to Arsenal Football Club. You can see Saliba arriving for the corner kick.
I think there's one place Arsenal are really good this season. It has to be set situation, dead ball situations. They are really great at it, and I think this might just be a big threat for Arsenal to score the second goal in this game. Brighton needs to check on the players. You can see Saliba, you can see Gabriel joining the lines. There's also Kai Havertz, who is an area threat on his own day also. So a lot of area threats in that box for Arsenal. And they're capable of getting this goal.
Yeah, a lot of area threats. Declan Rice plays that one into the box. And, it's eluded all Arsenal players. leaving that Brighton player to clear the danger. So,
Gabriel with that.
yeah, it was almost, Deborah missed that.
I think there's a VR check.
I think
Looks like
VR
an
will check
announcement,
something right there.
Oh, it looks like another
It
handball from
looks
Lamptey
like
there.
an handball.
Oh, okay, advantage, play on.
Yeah, the FSS player. So Odegaard turning right in the final third. Bukayo Saka finds Saliba. Saliba with the ball right there. And looking for his teammate to pass to straight to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz running down and crossing to the box. And that's a header from Gabriel Jesus. But couldn't get his header on
They did not put that into the back of the net. That was almost a free header for him there. He should be putting
And
that
that
in
was
the
a
back of the net.
teasing
Look at that.
ball.
Look at that.
How?
If he gets it a little bit.
Oh,
to
I
the
think
right.
Lamptey didn't make that header comfortable.
I don't think Lamptey actually saw him coming from behind.
So it's Brighton back in possession of the ball. The referee says it's a free kick to Brighton against Saliba right there. And restarts play quickly. Ball finds Stupinian, who finds Gross straight to Dunk, and it's Brighton playing a swift one touch in a dangerous area. Saka finds Kai Havertz after being dispossessed, and Kai Havertz tries to cross back into the box, but hey, it was deflected off.
I just pray all these chances all these half chances they're trying to create want to really come to us.
Yeah.
They really need to make these half chances into a whole chance in this game.
Yeah,
they've not really been connecting with each other in this first half. This hasn't really been the best of performance from Arsenal. But let's just see. Let's just hope they won't concede that needless goal in this game.
Yeah, and Brighton almost lost possession carelessly right there. They're playing from the back tempo, and Arsenal really choking them, trying to commit them in that encounter. So Gross with the ball right there for Brighton. He finds his teammate in the midfield. So it's now Brighton trying to turn defense into attack. And Hanks finds Dunk. Dunk straight to Gross. And Gross with the ball returns it back to Dunk. Dunk sets it forward for Enciso. Enciso turns right there, sees the run of that Brighton player, but his pass was nowhere. And Zinchenko lost that one, but Adingra couldn't capitalize on that. How did Zinchenko?
I think Granny even didn't foresee that happening there. If he had foresaw that, I think he would have gotten a good charge on that ball. But that was a bad error from Zinchenko, a player of his caliber. You don't expect him making those type of errors at the back. This is a dangerous one. You're giving Brighton a corner kick, and you have the likes of Dunk, you have the likes of Van Eyck in that in that box. These are players who can actually try to look at where they set the lines. But Arsenal are also very good at defending set pieces.
And the cross comes into the box, but hey, that Brighton player couldn't direct his head on target. They're stooping on with a follow-up shot, but hey, it went way off target right there. So it's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal at this point in time. Saka doing the disturbing, it couldn't give him time to actually pick his spot on goal right there. So it's goal kick to Arsenal at the 51st minute of that encounter. And it looks like Gabriel is, Ben White. Ben White is down. What's wrong with him? Let's see what's wrong with him.
That looks more like a time wasting there. Just went down.
I think.
He was one who first pushed out. Look at it, he threw the elbow first. I think there was no point of him. There was no point of him going down there.
Bad acting.
Footballers and trick right there. So the referee having a word with Stupinian and Ben White, and play is about to restart at the Amex Stadium right there.
He's a former Brighton player.
Yeah, he's a former Brighton player. Brighton really cashed in on him.
Yeah, they cashed in on him.
Yeah, they
Always
really
cashing on everybody.
You know, they are the cashing thing. So, and Gabriel wanting to do the job of the enemy within right there.
This is the second Arsenal defender making that error.
Making that error in 2 or 5 minutes.
Zinchenko just did.
Zinchenko did. Now Gabriel is doing. Are we looking at a second half whereby the Arsenal defense will be shaky?
Yeah, they've been looking shaky right from the first half. Brighton have also been creating half chances. I think probably they really need to look out to their bench and bring a striker who can get involved in this game. Danny Welbeck hasn't really been a big threat for us for Brighton up front. He hasn't really been taking advantage of all these misplaced passes or misplaced kick from Arsenal in their defense. They need a striker who can take good advantage of this.
Yeah, they need a striker right there. So it's Arsenal trying to turn defense into attack right now, pushing forward, looking for a way out of this pressure field. 1-0 margin that they know can go south anytime. So Arsenal with the ball, trying to find a way to get a second goal cushion. So the ball finds Jorginho. Jorginho turns back and sets the ball on the run into the opponent's half, finds Zinchenko. Zinchenko return it back to Gabriel Jesus, who runs with the ball and sets it straight to Ben White. Ben White finds Bukayo Saka, who gets the ball and tries to cut in, moves and sends it to Odegaard with a 6-1 touch and straight to Kai Havertz, who is in on goal. Let's see what can he do, and drops it for Odegaard. Odegaard with a shot, and that was a good save from Verbruggen, who has saved Brighton from conceding that goal.
Good slap shot there from Odegaard. You know, that was almost one moment that was one of the ball that might just go into the net. This is where Odegaard has really proved to be a massive threat against any team, taking these shots and putting them into the back of them. But good save from the Brighton goalkeeper. But another corner kick. This is where Arsenal is a threat against any teams. Getting set pieces.
Yeah, any set pieces right there. So Arsenal about to take that corner kick. Bukayo Saka standing next to it. The proper penalty and set piece taker, Bukayo Saka, stands next this one. What can he do with the ball? Can he do stops of champion? Can he do the wonder that Cole Palmer did? And swift pass straight to Bukayo Saka. Zinchenko finds Saka in the box. Saka cross into the box. Oh, that was well defended by the Brighton player, but it finally cleared. They cleared their lines, and it's Arsenal who is back in possession. David Raya with the ball into the middle, and he finds Zinchenko right there. Zinchenko with the ball trying to locate an Arsenal player right there, but he has not found any. He turns it back to Gabriel, straight to Zinchenko, who finds Jorginho. Jorginho straight to Gabriel, who finds Gabriel Jesus, who wants at the end. Hey, he couldn't get that one to keep possession. So it's Brighton that's back in possession of the ball, moving forward, trying to turn defense into attack right there. And it's going to be a free kick to Brighton against Arsenal right there. So free kick to Brighton at the 56th minute of that encounter there.
Look at that move, right? That was a sheer brilliance there. And that was a good one from Brescia. This is what he can do on his day. But he hasn't really gotten those spaces in the Arsenal midfield. And I think he has come to life in the second half. They really need him in those positions. And you have to ask yourself, where's Billy Gilmore today? Is he on the bench? Please let me check the bench if Billy Gilmore is on the bench.
Yeah, let's look at the starting 11 right there. And let's see the names of the guys on the bench. But a quick relate of the starting 11 of Arsenal: David Raya in goal, Zinchenko, and Brighton in a dangerous area, but Saka had to concede that corner kick. So David Raya in goal, Zinchenko, Gabriel, William Saliba, Ben White, all defenders, Martin Odegaard, Jorginho, Declan Rice in the midfield, flat midfield, and the goal scorer, Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Jesus, and Kai Havertz up front, right there in the 4-3-3 formation. But the substitution bench, the name Billy Gilmore is absent on the bench.
He's out injured.
Yeah, I think he's out injured. But Ansu Fati is on bench. Adam Lallana is on bench for Brighton. Igor Julio is on bench. Joao Pedro, another shining light.
Yeah, Joao Pedro is another player that can come in and create a lot of threat for us now up front in this game, because you've not really seen Dan Welbeck get involved in this game. I've seen Joao Pedro in some of the games he has played for Brighton this season. He has really been a big threat for them. So I think that substitution might just be needed probably in the 60th to 65th minutes.
You know, now something is looking funny right here. Jason Steele And that's a good attempt for Brighton. But that shot from Enciso on his weaker foot went way off target. Looking at it, Jason Steele kept Robert Robert Sanchez on bench. Now Verbruggen is keeping.
It's not like the Van Broek's keeping Joseph Steele out of the team. When you know the manager himself, that's Roberto De Zerbi. He's not a manager that loves rotating his goalkeeper. He doesn't have a first choice goalkeeper. That is one thing about him. He rotates them very much.
Yeah, he rotates them very much right there. At the Amex Stadium, it's still Arsenal leading 1-0. And that was good clearance from Verbruggen from that attempt right there. So 58 minutes in that encounter, still Arsenal leading 1-0. The ball finds Saliba. Saliba returns it back to Gabriel, who sends a long one forward. And Stupinan had to head that one down for Verbruggen. And it's going to be Brighton that is back in possession. And Cizo turns on the alpha right there, finds Dunk. Dunk sends it forward, straight to Welbeck. And Saliba wins that one back. And Ben White finds Bukayo Saka. Saka sent it, and Arsenal lost possession, but Saliba recovered fast. Set that pass to Zinchenko right there, and I think the Brighton guy couldn't keep it in play. That number 20 for Brighton, Carlos Baleba, couldn't keep it in play right there. So it's going to be a throw-in to Arsenal at this point in time. You can see the Brighton, one of the Brighton officials right there, dishing out instructions to a new player that is about to come on right there.
I think they need to make that substitution now. 1 hour of football already, and they've not been able to create meaningful chances to this game. They really need to, change those up front. They need to switch those players up front so that they can see if the new boys can bring in or provide maximum threats in this game. They've played very well in the midfield, but turning that midfield into attack, or the link between the midfield, the transition hasn't really been there for Brighton in this game.
Yeah, the transition hasn't really been there for Brighton in this game. But it's Arsenal trying to transit to the attack right there, but Kai Havertz couldn't get to that one. Verbruggen got there, and that was a good clearance from that Brighton player right there. It's Arsenal that is back in possession of the ball right here. And it looks like Arsenal are beginning to look more or less dominating this game.
They've been dominating for the past 2 minutes. But let's see if they can utilize it, create meaningful chances. That is where it really matters. And let's see if that will really be a big threat to them in this game.
But when you look at it, Brighton is not that easy opponent to dominate and if Arsenal is doing that, I think they should get some credit.
You have to give them the credit. When you look at the Arsenal midfielders, when it comes to dominating teams, I think the only team they've not really dominated this season has been Manchester City. When it comes to other teams, I think they find it a bit easy or easier to dominate against any other team. So it's one thing you expect from Arsenal, a team who's pursuing honors. You expect them to be able to dominate teams like Brighton. But turning into a goal has really been the biggest problem for them in this game.
So turning it to a goal right there. Bukayo Saka attacking and crossing to the box, but headed out by that Brighton player. Declan Rice, Jorginho returns it back forward. But Bukayo Saka has been dispossessed and is currently down and looks more like he will be needing treatment right there. And Jorginho in the box, pass the ball, and Kai Havertz just made it too. Kai Havertz just made it too. So it's now Arsenal 2, Brighton 0.
And that's what we're talking about, turning dominance into goals. And
Tuchel for Manchester.
Yes, that is the most important thing, putting that into the back of the net. And this is looking like a security goal for Arsenal already at the 61st minute. I think Brighton have themselves to blame for all these goals they've considered at home against Arsenal. Though they are not some goals they could have avoided. But at the end of the day, they themselves, for 1 hour of football we've seen here, they've not been able to create any chances up front.
They've not really been able to create right there. And Jimmy, Arsenal now leading to ghosting.
Yeah, Kai Havertz finally got that striker's goal I was talking about earlier. A good play from Arsenal. Odegaard into
To
Jorginho,
Jorginho.
the former Chelsea players linking up to give Arsenal the two-goal cushion, and now they can, I think, relax a little, bring on
Maybe.
some fresh legs.
But maybe it's too early for that because if Brighton gets a goal, Shegun, there will be fire on the mountain. So it's Arsenal 2, Brighton 0 at the Amex Stadium. So it looks close to one game that Arsenal has in the pocket already. Kai Havertz doing the do for Arsenal this season. They first said it was a scam buy. Now it seems like every Arsenal fan loves Kai Havertz.
Yeah, I think everybody's a fan of success. Nobody's a friend of failure. That's what happened also in the game of football. You only recognize when players, if this Chelsea striker, what's it called? Jackson is scoring up to 20 goals. I think a lot of fans, you also have lots of fans on the side. So that is how game of football is. They only know you when you're successful. And these are the substitutions we are seeing from Arsenal right now. Bukayo Saka being withdrawn. I think they really need to manage him. They need to manage him very well. Because when you look at it, they have Bayern Munich to come. Forget wherever Bayern Munich are playing in their league, losing anyhow in their league. When it comes to playing in the Champions League, they're a different animal against any team.
Yeah, they're different animals. Trossard and Martinelli coming on for Gabriel Jesus and Bukayo Saka. And Bukayo Saka limping off right there. How big of an headache should that be for
Well, he has always been an headache. Not just this, is not the first time. For the last 4 games, he has been having those injury worries. Even when he went to the England camp, he had to withdraw due to injury scare. So I think they really need to manage him a lot. Though they are at a point in the season where they really need him so much. They need Bukayo Saka. We know how big of a player he is to the Arsenal, and how big what's it called? How big what his presence brings to the Arsenal squad in their running game. So they need him very much, and at the same time they have to manage him. These are the things I've really expected of Martin Arteta, Mikel Arteta, right from the early stages of the season. There are times when you lead at 2-4-0. You can just withdraw Bukayo Saka. There's no point keeping him on the pitch for the full 90 minutes of those games.
Yeah, so proceedings from the Amex Stadium, Arsenal to Brighton 0. So it looks more like a game that's almost done and dusted at the 65th minute of that encounter. But in football, anything can surely happen. We saw a surprise in the Premier League game today. Aston Villa going 2-0 up, and Brentford came back 2-2 and took the lead 3-2 before Ole Watkins rose to the occasion and earned them a profitable 1 point right there at the Villa Park. So
we've seen it played out in the EPL, and that is the major reason why Arsenal must not take their foot off the pedal right now. It wasn't look at it like that. They've gotten 2-0 and I feel like they've gotten this game. It takes one goal from Brighton to awaken Brighton in this game.
Yeah, so it can take only one goal from Brighton to awake Brighton right there. And Jimmy, what do you think De Zerbi should be doing right now? Because it's very important they come back into this game.
Yeah, to sharpen the attack, bring on some fresh leg, which he has done. It took NCCO off. I'm guessing is because of due to injury. Maybe he's managing.
He just came back from injury not long.
But João Pedro is on now, and I don't know who came on for NCCO. So yeah, I'm expecting Brighton attack to try and be better this.
Yeah, expectedly you expect Brighton attack to be a lot better. Now they are showing signs that they want to attack with that link-up play to front like they drops that pass, and it's still Estopinan who finds that guy, and he tries to make that attempt, and João Pedro fell to the ground right there, and it's still Brighton in possession of the ball right there. Happy times for Arsenal fans.
Yeah, happy times for them. They will really fancy taking this victory over a stubborn team like Brighton. Brighton has already been stubborn right from the first half. When you look at it, the 2 chances Arsenal scored are against the run of play. 2 brilliant take from Arsenal. And that is how you win a game. That is how you beat a team like a stubborn team like Brighton. You have to just do the needful, take your maximum 3 points, and put on more pressure against the other two teams you are both challenging to win the league together.
Yeah, put more pressure on your title contenders right there. And Jimmy, and you look at the three teams. I just want to ask you, between Liverpool, Man City, and Arsenal, who do you think you see as the title winners at the end of the season?
Ah, it's a difficult one considering the standings now. But if I'm to put my money on one or pick one, I'm going to pick Manchester City, because if there's a team capable to win the last 6, 7, 8 games, it's going to be Manchester City.
What about Liverpool? Arsenal has not lost this year.
Arsenal have had fixtures coming up. Look at the game against Chelsea. It can be a tricky one, and other games also. Liverpool also can draw against.
But if you look at the route
Yeah,
of those three teams,
Yeah.
Liverpool has the better fixtures.
they have Man United
Compared.
this evening.
Just one Man United tomorrow evening.
Tomorrow evening, sorry.
And the rest are just the middle stroke latter table.
But with Liverpool, sometimes you never know. There are injuries. The last game against Sheffield, if not for the late winners, they are used to getting late winners this time. I just can't trust Liverpool like Manchester City.
Shego.
Yeah, I think I'll go with Manchester City. They look like the best bet for everybody to pick going into the running games. They have the experience, they have the players, the caliber of players, they not having a lot of injury worries. And when you have an Eddie Allen, you have an Julian Alvarez, you have Kevin De Bruyne in your starting 11, then you have big threat against any team in the EPL. Liverpool, everybody might look at them, but when you look at the caliber of players Liverpool currently have available to them, you will know that they might actually, it's not every time they they'll be able to get this late dramas or late goals. There will be a time that these goals are really going to dry up for them. So I think Manchester City might just nick it at the end of the day.
Yeah, Manchester City might just nick it at the end of the day. Lamptey right there finds it still, tries to play in a 1-2 with Baleba, but hey, it was well blocked by that Arsenal defensive setup. And looking at the way Arsenal is playing today, it seems now they are not tilting towards, even when you get that one goal, defend with your lives, no more attacking till the end.
Getting that first goal is always important, so it reduces a lot of pressure on your neck. Then you go out and defend and try to eat your opponent on the counter. I think they've gotten 2 goals right now. The only team who has to do a lot of attacking right now has to be Brighton, who wants to come back into this game. And in the process of Brighton attacking against Arsenal, they can eat them on the counter. Don't forget we have Trossard on the pitch. There's also Martinelli on the pitch. These are players who have that speed and they have that skill bite in them to actually push a big run against Brighton and get Arsenal the 3rd goal. So it's Brighton who I think needs to be very much careful with how they attack against Arsenal, because it's looking like they're pursuing a lost battle already.
Yeah, pursuing a lost battle already with that ball. Zinchenko pushing forward with the ball. Sets on the run of Martinelli, Trossard right there, running into the middle, and he plays the shot!
Oh.
And he had to force a very good save from Verbruggen right there. Trossard, see that movement, cuts in, runs it down the line, plays that shot, and Verbruggen had to react.
I think he never saw that coming. Never saw him, or never thought of him, going so low to play that to his back corner there. But that was a good one from Trossard. He's playing against his former team. I think he's very much familiar with these players and familiar with this pitch. He knows every point in every angle of these goalposts. He has played very much with Brighton. So I think that was a good shot from him, and that is one of the threats these Arsenal players bring into this game. Trossard and the likes of Martinelli. You have to be very much careful with the chances and opportunity you give them to hit you on a shot.
Yeah, hit you on
a
a counter right there. So corner kick played into the box, and that's an header that was blocked by that Arsenal player. And it's still Saliba. Oh, the referee says seems there's an handball in the box right there, or offside. So 72nd minute of that encounter, still Arsenal leading 2-0. Oh, it's an offside right there. An offside. So, it's free kick to Brighton. Zinchenko has been withdrawn for Tomiyasu. And you heard what Zinchenko said earlier, I think earlier in the week, that he wouldn't mind joining the Ukrainian forces to face the battle right there. of a patriotic citizen right there. So Tomiyasu is on the field for Zinchenko. 72nd minute. We hope it won't be an enemy within.
It can't really be an enemy with him. Tomiyasu is also a fantastic player, no doubt, for Arsenal. He has been a formidable and a strong left back for Arsenal. I think his major problem has really been injuries. That has really been what has let him down. But when it comes to being one of the good fullbacks in the EPL, I think Tomiyasu also ranking that also in that position since coming into the EPL.
Yeah, so Tomiyasu can rank in that position. Dunk sends a long one forward for that for Welbeck, and he set that pass straight, but hey, that Arsenal player has recovered, and it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal from that tackle on Lisandro Trossard right there in that encounter. And another reminder that don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube page. Tell somebody to tell somebody. Tell your family, tell the people you know. Let them subscribe to our channel, and you get the best of the best sports right there here from our studios in Lagos, Nigeria. So Brighton back in possession, finds Dunk straight to Verbruggen, who finds that Man City player in the midfield. And I said Man City, Brighton, sorry. Brighton player in the midfield. And leaves stooping and running at goal. But he was easily dispossessed by, I think, Martinelli right there. So Arsenal trying to take the game to Brighton, but hey, that long ball forward was to no man's land, and it's going to be a throw-in to Brighton at this point in time. 74th minute at the Amex Stadium, still Arsenal to Brighton.
Great game of football. It's looking like Arsenal 16 minutes away from a famous victory over Brighton. Great game of football, no doubt, but just that you have expect Brighton to come into this game with a lot of fireworks, which we didn't really see in this game.
Yeah, we would have expected Brighton to put up a better fight than what we are seeing today, even though Arsenal has been the favorite right there. So it's Brighton that is in possession of the ball. Dunk with the ball right there. Finds that his teammate, who drops a one touch for him, sets off Adingra. Adingra cuts back and tries to dribble Ben White, but Ben White has stood firm that there is nowhere to go for the young Ivorian international. So Baleba receives the ball, sets it to his teammate, and it's Brighton approaching the final third of Arsenal football. That cross into the box, and David Raya came out and took that one and took it confidently. And that long ball forward from David Raya to the Arsenal player was intercepted, and the referee says is worthy of a yellow card to Baleba, the midfielder for Brighton and Wolves Albion. So free kick to Arsenal at the 76th minute of that encounter.
Yes, another substitution. I think this is also Fati coming in for Arsenal. Danny Welbeck, I think this substitution
Probably for Brighton.
For Brighton, sorry. I think this substitution is long overdue, but I don't know if Ansu Fati is just that man. But I think it's almost time up in this game. I don't really see Brighton coming back into this one.
Yeah, Shagu said he doesn't see Brighton coming back into this one. Declan Rice stands next to the free kick and finds his teammate Tomiyasu straight to Trossard, who plays in Tomiyasu, but Tomiyasu couldn't get to that one, and Verbruggen had to save the day for his team. And Arsenal choking him with runs and confidently playing a swift one touch in the box. And can we say this is a De Zerbi ball?
No, I think Arsenal have really. I think Mikel Arteta and his boys have really understood it on De Zerbi's pattern of play, because you can see that they've not given Brighton that bridging space at the back for them to play from the back in this encounter, which has really frustrated how they intend to build up against Arsenal. So big up to Arsenal with what they've done against Brighton they've really frustrated on the Zerbi's pattern in this game.
So they've really frustrated whatever the Zerbi has come with for them. So it's still game on in that encounter, 77 minutes. Arsenal still leading 2-0 at the Amex Arena. A player is down. Looks like he's injured. A Brighton player right there. Let's see that. Oh, that's a kick to the groin right there. Very close to the penis right there. Oh my goodness. That would be very, very painful, especially with this rain that is coming down the field of play. So, Arteta right there, you know, never rest at rest. Always restless at the touchline, Mikel Arteta. So, it's free kick to Arsenal. David Raya takes a long one forward, straight to Kai Havertz, who drops that header for Declan Rice, who is trying to run with the ball. Finds Lisandro Trossard. Trossard tries to dribble one and dribble two. Oh, and a 1-0. It's going to be a Brighton throw-in as it stands. Jimmy, talking about what happened to Chelsea on Thursday night, what is your take on that game generally?
Generally, it wasn't a good game from Chelsea. By the first 25 minutes, Chelsea were in control, you know, playing good football. But after that, once Caicedo made that mistake, you know, we lose our heads once again. I don't know, and we always come out the second. Chelsea always come out the second half looking, you know, worse than the first half. It has happened like that for the past maybe 10 games. But yeah, Manchester United also a mid team like us lost. You know, crazy scenes, man. Crazy scenes. It was one of the most interesting games of the season.
Yeah, one of the most interesting game of the season, and Saliba William has just gone into the yellow card books of the referee. So Saliba is now on a yellow card right there, courtesy that challenge on NC. So Gross and Estupinan stands next to it, and let's see if they can make something special out of this chance. Let's see, Estupinan places into the box and headed out by that Arsenal player. And Shegun, it looks like every area where Brighton has thrown at Arsenal, they've had an answer to it.
Yeah, they've had an answer to it. So you have to look at it that they are not only a threat when it comes to mastering the art of scoring from set pieces. They've also mastered the art of defending set pieces, which is really good for them. And that is one of the reasons why they've not conceded a lot of goals. Because when you are defending very well from set pieces, then you have some of your threats being caught.
Yeah, you have one of your threats being caught, but hey, Brighton is in a threatening situation. But hey, possession has been won back easily right there by Brighton. Oh my goodness. The pressure in the last 5 to 10 minutes of Brighton.
Yeah, they've been the one. They are the one who actually needs to attack, not Arsenal having to attack right now. That's why we've been seeing Brighton going forward against Arsenal. All Arsenal is just waiting for is to try and hit them on a counter, which they've not really seen that come to play for them. But when it comes to attacking, I don't really expect much attacking from Arsenal. They have to conserve their energy right now. They are leading 2-0, and you won't expect them to just break out and lose that 2 goals lead any moment from now.
Yeah, you don't want to lose that 2-goal lead right here. Brighton has a corner kick at the 81st minute of that encounter, and a cross into the box, but was headed out by Kai Havertz of Arsenal Football Club right there. So it's going to be a throw-in to Brighton and Hove Albion. Straight, he finds that his teammate, but hey, his touch from Adingra went way out of line for his opponent to keep that in play. So it's still Arsenal leading 2-0, and Arteta doesn't look at rest at all. We just hope that he can come up and at least be calming down, because I think he needs to be calming down more, especially with his pressure and all. So it's game on in that encounter. Arsenal leading 2-0. Kai Havertz and Dunk. I think there was a collision in between them, and they just have to settle it off and move on with it, because football, we love and we love the game of football. So it's game on in that encounter. Free kick to Arsenal. Arsenal having a free kick right there at the 3rd minute of that encounter, and that free kick was headed out by that Brighton player. So it's game on in that encounter. Still throwing to Arsenal at this point in time. Jimmy, the way it is going right now, can we say Arsenal maybe can win either Premier League or Champions League?
They can't win the Champions League. I don't believe. I just think teams like Manchester City, Real Madrid, even Bayern Munich would always be favourites for the Champions League. I mean, they've not done it before. The only time they entered the final, we both know what's happened. But the Premier League, they are coming close. I don't think they can this season. Maybe next season. They come so close.
Well, I think they are outsiders to win the Champions League. They might not be one of the favourites, but you don't want to write Arsenal off in the Champions League. A victory for them over Bayern Munich, sending them straight into the semi-finals, might just give them that big momentum, and especially when they face off, if they should face off against Manchester City, who they defeated twice this season already in England. And when you look at the EPL, well, I think they're taking it one game at a time also, which is really good for them. Let's see if they have what it takes to also push forward to the end of the season.
So let's see if they have what it takes to push forward till the end of the season right there. So it's Brighton in possession, trying to find a way back into this game. Or, Shegun, can we say this is a Soccer-Tilo game?
Yeah, it's done and dusted already. But I don't really want to put my mind on saying it's done and dusted. But I think ideally on the paper, this game is done and dusted. It's an Arsenal 3 points in the bag already.
Yeah.
So you feel their fans will start celebrating?
They can learn from what happened in that game between Chelsea and Manchester United. Not just Chelsea, Manchester United. They go, look, even the Brentford against Aston Villa game also can actually teach them a lot of lessons. So I think it's not about time they have to start celebrating fully, but they can start having the party of celebrating and having the 3 points over Brighton.
Yeah, and that was a good clearance from Jorginho. It looks like Arsenal is no more playing total football. Now they are beginning to play anywhere Bele face football, because they are leading 2-0, and they don't want to joke with anything on the field of play. Now, Jimmy, look at the way Arsenal's game has slowed down after that 2nd goal. Do you think it can come back to haunt them?
No, I don't think so. I think, like I said before, Arsenal are a team that have improved massively defensively. Yeah, they look very good in this last couple of games. They don't concede much. They have the most clean sheets in the league. So I don't think this one will come to haunt them.
Yeah, okay, right there is Brighton in possession of the ball, trying to attack in Arsenal's half. And Arsenal are currently playing 10 men behind the ball, trying to block every lines or every space that Brighton might want to create through. And this Brighton with the ball, who finds his teammate, and hey, that will be a counter. That's Trossard on goal against Verbruggen. Dribbles it. Oh my God. Trossard capitalized.
What a goal.
Brighton defense kept playing high line, but Trossard came through and punished them successfully.
Against who else? Against which team? Against which manager would they have loved to score if not against Brighton and even against
De Zerbi?
We saw what happened between him and De Zerbi.
Yeah, the rift.
The rift between the two of them. And what a way for him to put the icing on the cake. Who else would have been the person to put the icing on the cake for Brighton against Arsenal? Good goal from him. Look at that take at a point in time when the goalkeeper was not coming out. And I talked about this, that Arsenal was just defending, trying to see if they can eat on Brighton on this counter.
Yeah.
And this opportunity finally presented itself. And Trossard took that opportunity with both hands. Good one for Arsenal, 3-0 victory over Brighton. They didn't really have to do much in this game for them to get this 3-0 victory.
Yeah, they didn't really have to do much right there.
Good assist from Kai Havertz, by the way. And lovely
that's
dink.
one good one assist for the young man. And
Man of the match.
Yeah, maybe let's see if he will be going over the man of the match award. So got an assist last game too, Kai Havertz. So you can join this conversation. Let us know what you think. One of our regular, Mary Olugbodi, didn't predict today. And if he had predicted, maybe he would have been talking about another thing entirely. So Arsenal leading 3-0 because you know Mary Olugbodi's prediction is mostly opposite direction. So Brighton back in possession of the ball, trying to attack and find space between the Arsenal defense. And they've won themselves a free kick in a dangerous area. Taking quickly right there, ball finds that forward right there for Brighton. And they're trying to run down in on 4 guys, but he couldn't do that. And it's Arsenal trying to attack with the ball, moving forward into space right there at the Amex Stadium. And it looks, and a shot! And it was deflected off for a corner kick. And I think Declan should be setting that pass.
Yeah, I think he should be setting that pass. But you have to get there. They're leading 3-0. And right now, everybody can go for glory, for self-glory right now.
Yeah, anybody can go for self-glory after the goal cushion is good enough, right? Because if Brighton didn't show up for this match, this would have been the scoreline. 3-0 and 3 goals deducted from the opponent. So another substitution for Arsenal in Ketia and Vieira, Abi?
Yeah.
Coming on, yeah. Vieira coming on, or Vieira. Is it Vieira or Vieira?
Fabio Vieira.
Fabio Vieira coming on for Kai Havertz and Odegaard right there. So 89th minute in that encounter, substitution right there. Nketiah coming on the field of play. Declan is about to take the corner kick. Let's see, can he do something spectacular with it? And it stands close to the ball. Let's see if Arsenal will make it 4 from this one. Plays it into the box. And that's an header and a good save from Verbruggen. My goodness. That was very close, Shegun.
Yeah, that was a very close one for Arsenal. We've talked about it today, how much of a big trade they are when it comes to set pieces. And that is one thing there. That's still another they're creating. And this might just be a chance for that 4th goal.
Yeah, and that's a good chance. Cross into the box. But no one could convert that into the back of the net. So 98th minute in that game at the Amex. It's Brighton 0, Arsenal 3. Wow. Arsenal really showing that they have that champion mentality in them. So it's Brighton trying to chase this game, seeing if they can come back, trying to go on the attack right there with Andriga running into the box. Can he do something with it? And it fell like a pack of cards, but winning a corner kick for Brighton. A corner kick that they've not really done anything about, Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, Brighton are just, trying to at least get one, for consolation, because the game is lost already. I mean, this is not Manchester United versus Chelsea. Unless that will be another, drama.
Yeah, so let's see what they can do from the corner kick. He plays it into the box, but was well headed out by that Arsenal player right there. So Brighton still in possession, sets up his teammate, cross into the box. And that's a good chance. João Pedro couldn't get his shot on target because Gabriel threw his body in the way and he blocked that shot. Look at how he turned right there and wants to pick his spot. But Gabriel was there at the right place at the right time to block that shot right there. So we are going to be seeing 5 minutes additional time. 5 minutes additional time. We're already in the 2nd minute of that additional time already. Let's see if Brighton can at least get a goal or 2 in these dying embers of this encounter. So it's going to be another corner kick to Brighton. And Shegun, don't you think Brighton kept it too late
No, they've still not done anything in this game. No matter how they attack,
start attacking?
it's still the same attack they've been doing right from the first minute of this game. I've not really seen them, get into that box and threaten the Arsenal defenders. They've not really been threatening up front. Yes, they might be looking like they're creating chances, but they are not creating chances. Still have chances, just the same way they've been doing from the first half. So nothing changes about Brighton.
Yeah, so nothing changes about Brighton right there. And Jimmy, if Arsenal does not concede here, that will be 3 games, 3 clean sheets.
Yeah, I said it before. They are improving massively defensively, and you need this kind of form, when you are chasing the title, and maybe, just maybe, it can, come in. It's good for their goal difference. I think, okay, behind Liverpool, they have the highest goal difference.
Yeah, they have the highest goal difference. Not behind, they are ahead of Liverpool.
Really?
With goal difference right there. So, the Arsenal still leading 3 goals to 0 in that encounter at the Amex Stadium. If you don't know the Amex Stadium, that is the home ground of Brighton Football Club. So it's game on in that encounter. Arsenal leading 3 goals to 0. What a way for a game to be for those title chasers, Arsenal Football Club. So you can see that the referee has actually said there was an infringement against the Arsenal player, and it's going to be a free kick. So Arsenal trying to attack again, and that was a foul on Lisandro Trossard by I think that's Braithwaite right there. And it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal right there, approaching the final minute of additional time. Already in the final minute of additional time. So let's see if Brighton can do the unthinkable. Equalize 3 goals in 1 minute. Jimmy is laughing. Huh? In football, anything can happen, Abi. Shegun.
Not this happening.
So you can see the Arsenal fans happy, singing and shouting, because their club has given them something to cheer. And at least the elephant is back on top of the table, at least till tomorrow, till we see what Liverpool will come up with against Arsenal, against Manchester United right there. And with the way it looks, Arsenal taking the other opponents apart from Man City that's come in front of them, taking them to the cleanser.
We know the kind of animal Manchester City is, and we know how much they dominated Arsenal. That is why the top 3, that's why we have these 3 teams as the best team in EPL. The 3 of them are getting the results when needed most. And that is the full time. Yeah,
that is the full time right there. And Shegun, your final take.
Well, great game of football from Arsenal. It shows that when you are challenging for honors, it's not every time you have to come with your A game, but there are times that even your B game is enough for you to win games. 3-0, but not the very best of performance from Arsenal. Brighton dominated them at some point, but getting into the box and turning those dominant into goals, creating clear-cut chances was their biggest problem in this game. And after giving out a penalty in the first half, I guess the run of play considered the second goal. I guess the run of play considered the third goal also. So it's just luck not being on their side, but Arsenal really deserves this victory. It's a deserved one for Arsenal.
It's a deserved one for Arsenal. What about you, Jimmy? Your final take?
Good win from Arsenal. They never switched off. They never stopped. Even when it was looking like the goals were not going to come. Gabriel Jesus, good movement for the first goal. Havertz also with the second goal and the assist for the third goal. So it's a good win for Arsenal.
Yeah, good win for Arsenal right there. Thank you guys for joining us for the show today. And that will be our offering for today. You can join us tomorrow 3:30 Nigerian time for the game between Liverpool and Manchester United. Then later in the evening 5:30 for the game between Sheffield United and Chelsea Football Club. Don't forget, you can only fail if you stop trying. Don't try chasing your dreams. And don't stop trying chasing your dream, I beg your pardon. Keep chasing it until it becomes a reality you can touch and feel. My name is Afolayan Adeyemi. Thank you for joining us. Good night and God bless you.
Games with the biggest fan zone in the world. Chelsea versus Manchester United. They're about to start their match. And it has been a lot of talking between the fans. Manchester fans and Chelsea fans. Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier Sports Fan Center.